Family and friends, how are you? I hope this finds you well. I'm Aaron Lavender. For those that don't know me, I usually come to you from Never Say Never or I See Gray or Community Reimagine or something of that nature. But I come to you tonight on a different vibe and a different mission. I come to you on behalf of my family, the Lavender family. We're doing a fundraiser for my dear cousin. Her name is Leslie Lavender. And for those that know Leslie, knows that she's full of spirit and joy and all those wonderful things. She's a mother of three. And unfortunately, she had a major accident that confined her to a wheelchair. And we're going to tell that story of how that happened later on in this video. So if you cannot donate to the fundraiser, at least please share this video. It'd be greatly appreciated. And shout out to my aunt Kathy, who left her job to help with my beautiful cousin Leslie and to help, with her daughters and grandkids. So again, I know this community, I know we've all been through a lot, in 2024 already. I lost my mother this year, so it hasn't been easy for me and my family. We had other tremendous loss in our family, and I'm sure you guys are going through some rough things as well. But I'm desperately, and we're desperately asking for your support and help raise this money for these fundraisers. It's going to be a couple of them. So when you see Lift Up Leslie, this is for the Lavender fundraiser for her to get this van so she can get a lift. It's a triple entendre, I should say, where we're talking about lifting up her spirits. We're talking about lifting her up in a van and obviously giving her a lift around so she can start the healing process. So without further ado, I'm going to show you the video of what happened to Leslie. So again, thank you in advance. We really do appreciate it. And this comes from behalf of the Lavender family. I love you all. God bless. One love.
Hello, my name is Kathy Lavender, proud mother of Leslie and Athena Lavender. Leslie was born in Monroe, Michigan, September 25th, 1974. She was a beautiful baby, my firstborn. Growing up as a teenager, Leslie was full of life. She was always singing her favorite song and was always the life of the party. Everybody loved Leslie. Motherhood came and Leslie became a mother of three beautiful children, Damana, Rosaria, and Dekaya. Leslie made sure her kids were taken care of and was well provided for. They didn't want for much. Leslie was living her best life when the unthinkable happened.
Leslie called me from the hospital on a Thursday, and she said, "Mom, I had a mild stroke." I said, "You okay?" She said, "Yeah, I'm okay." So eventually that night, she didn't know that she couldn't move her left side, and she tried to get out the bed, and she couldn't. And Leslie when she went to get out the bed, she went smack into the wall. That was on a Friday night. That Saturday morning, the doctors was calling me saying she was having a major stroke. I rushed in the car. Me and my sister, Gina, we rushed in the car that night, that same night. They called me Saturday morning about 11. I was in the car by 7, packed and ready to go. And me and my sister, Gina. And we went down there. By the time I got there that morning, at 7, Sunday morning, Leslie was all discombobulated. She had started going, it's names for what I'm trying to say, right. But she had got confused in her head. And she couldn't, she knew who I was and everything, but a couple hours later, the doctor came in, the neurosurgeon. He said, Leslie's going to have surgery right away, emergency surgery right away, because of the simple fact that her brain is swelling up, her arteries are blocking. And if she don't get the surgery, she's going to die because her head is going to explode. Because the blood couldn't go, it had nowhere to go. So we had to make the decision. He said she had the surgery. If she had the surgery, she still might die.
Wow.
And I said, but if she don't, she's gonna die. So of course I said, have the surgery, and take that chance and have God lead the way, whatever, take control. So I had that. 2 hours later, she had the surgery. 2 hours. I got there at 7. By 12, she was having a major surgery.
Oh, wow.
Taking the cranium out, the flap they call it, a part of her skull to release the pressure.
That had to be terrifying for you as a mother. Like,
man.
What was going through your mind at that moment?
I can't lose my daughter, Lord. I can't lose my daughter, Lord.
What really worried me more was when Kathy told me that if they don't do certain things with her head, that, you know, she wasn't gonna survive. Wow. So that probably kind of scared me more than anything else.
So Leslie started recovering. She knew exactly what was going on. She never asked the question, what happened, yet. So she was being her normal Leslie. And you know, I was bringing her food and everything like that. Leslie started shaking like that. She started shaking and having seizures within herself or whatever that it was doing. They had to put her on, they had to do another surgery.
So this would be 3 surgeries? 3
surgeries within 3 months of having the cranium, the flap taken out and thrown away. Wow. So they had to put a trach in her throat, and she had to be on a breathing machine because the trach, she couldn't eat, she couldn't breathe on her own, so she was on a ventilator. But like 3 months she was on a ventilator, and 6 to 8 months on a trach, with the trach in her throat.
Wow. For her to go through all this, she had to be scared. And you as her mother, what were you going through at that moment?
I was asking
because
questions.
You was working before that, and then you had to take a leave of that. You had to quit and tell us about how stressful that was for you to, like, what were you going through at that moment?
All I thought about was saving my daughter, you know, doing everything I could and being her voice. I did everything to get the doctors, whatever I saw wrong, I made sure they got a doctor in there to see about it. And I just kept asking questions and making sure she had everything that she needed and bringing in all the specialists I could to help my baby. You know, I stayed by her side every day and was her voice.
I saw that. I saw how hard you worked and how stressful it's been on you.
Oh.
Not just financially, but spiritually. How that you had to, your faith had to be tested at some point.
It drained me. I just I prayed a lot. I prayed a lot and asked for a lot of strength. I asked for him to come and help my daughter, heal my daughter's body. I just prayed a lot for him to heal her. We just needed the Lord to step in and help us. And I did everything I could. I did puzzles. I played music. I did games. I did everything to keep her body moving because they was not doing therapy there. Nobody did therapy. I did it by myself. I moved every bone in my baby's body every day. Every day.
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember.
Every day.
And to this point, I see her slowly coming back. And she's remembering people. She's remembering names and songs and
because at one point Leslie didn't talk.
I know. I went to go visit her.
Yeah, Leslie didn't talk.
She didn't talk.
She didn't talk at all, but she would talk to me. We would sing together. I would tape her and fix her hair up and make her look pretty and do all the things to make her move her body. And if she couldn't do it, I did it for her, which I did. And yeah, I did it all for her.
Yeah. So to see God's work from where she was, how she started off, and then she had this terrible accident, the infection.
Yes.
And the strength that God gives for her to make this comeback.
Yes.
And I see her getting stronger.
Yes.
I see the will of her inside.
Yes.
And I see every day it's getting stronger and stronger. So how does that make you feel right now, where she is right now?
I'm overjoyed. I'm overjoyed because I know that God got her and he's working with her and she's going to be all right. She's going to be all right in the end. She's going to be all right. She might not be 100%, but she's going to be all right because I see my baby each and every day she's doing something different. And I always said, I can't wait till she started talking. Now, I can't wait till she shut up. No, she's telling me what to do now. Yeah. She's demanding, but now she's asking what happened. Her heart is truly broken. She said, my heart is broken. I feel it broke. I feel it, Mama. And she cries. And she's just so emotional. I just want to get better. I just want to be with my kids. I want to do the things I used to do, Mama. I said, you will, baby. You know, I work with her every day. I take her to the sink, stand her up. Ironically, this last therapy, last Thursday, she stood up and almost took her first step.
Wow.
And I like to fell out the chair. I was looking from afar. I was like, oh my God, my baby, it's on. God, it's gonna be all right.
Wow.
It's gonna be all right.
So it brings us to this moment, and why we're doing this video in the first place is to ask for help out there, because getting around is very difficult right now. So what are you asking the people to do right now, and how can we help?
Yes, my baby is wanting to be around family and friends. She want to get out, and being stuck in the house, and I can't do anything. I have no way to get her in the car and in and out. But I was just asking for some help to help me to get my baby a vehicle to help me get her around so she can feel normal again, so she can see people, so she can see her friends, and I can take her without having to wait on a ride for 3 and 4 hours when we go to therapy, and exhaust us out even more. But she's crying every day out to go out the house, and I can't. I can't take her out because I'm just a little person.
Yeah.
And I need a way to get her. I need a vehicle that is equipped to get her in and out the
Yeah,
house.
because she's in a wheelchair, right?
She is,
Yeah,
yes. She's in a wheelchair, but the car that I have, I can't get her in it. So that's why I needed the van for accessibility, to get her in and out, because I can't lift her.
Yeah, and that's the reason why we call it Lift Up Leslie.
Lift up Leslie, yes. God is good.
Yeah, and that's what we're going to do. With that being said, what is the outcome that you want to see out of this?
Basically, I want my baby's spirits to be lifted up. I want her heart to be filled. I want her heart to mend. I want her to be able to see her babies, her kids, and be around her family. And she craves her kids. That's all she talking about. I want to be with my kids. I want my kids. I want to see my kids. They don't even know me. And Leslie has always said, none of my kids is having any kids. I'm never going to be a grandmother. Now that she is a grandmother, as soon as she had the stroke, she couldn't do anything. She couldn't play with them. She couldn't help raise them. She can't help raise them. They don't know her. But she's getting better up here. Now she can talk to them. Because at first she was just looking at them, staring at them, like, oh, what's going on? And my daughter told me she was asleep. She said, I just woke up, Mama.
So the road to recovery is happening right now as we speak. And getting this van will actually be a part of her healing process.
Oh, yes.
It'll be part of the uplifting of
Yes.
spirits. It's like a therapy.
It is. Because Leslie is a people person.
Yes, she is.
And everybody just love, because every time I bring her out, they just flock around her. They run to her. And Leslie calls oh my God, they calling her on the phone. Leslie on the phone. I got her a phone. She wasn't using, oh my God.
Yeah.
She's just progressing so good, so good. It's just, my heart is touched by so much progress. So it would be great if y'all could help me to get this van for my daughter, so I can help her to get back to, being normal. Try to, make this process a little faster, even, maybe.
Well, I have to say how much I love you, how much I've seen your sacrifices. And it hasn't been easy for us. We lost a lot of people, including my mom and your sister. So you're going through not just what you're dealing on a day-to-day with your daughter, but you're dealing with a lot of pain and a lot of loss, as we all are.
Yes.
And I know my mom's looking down on her, and she's going to help us raise as much money as possible. You know what I mean? And this is one way to do it. I was honored to be a part of this, to help do this, because you guys are my heart. I love you so much.
Because I know if anybody can help me, it'd be my nephew. I said, my nephew, he's a genius. He's gonna help me. I have nobody else but God. But I knew, I kept thinking, I said, who can help me? My nephew. Bing, bing, light bulb. You know how to do it.
It wasn't even a hesitation.
I know it wasn't. I know you jumped right on it. I appreciate you, baby.
I got you.
You know I love you.
I love you too.
Pieces.
Let's do this.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
With that being said, let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen. And I appreciate it, everybody.
I would say to Leslie from you and from the family, but basically to Leslie. Whatever you do, in my heart, I believe she deserves it. Because what happened to her, it was all in God's hand, but He brought her out. See, this is where your testing come in. She was out, didn't even know she was in the world. But look what He did. He woke just a little and woke her up. She couldn't even talk. She didn't even know who she was. So she can't get around. But she realized now what a struggle she was in, and who brought her out, and what brought her out. So if she can get back in circulation and get around people like she's used to do, and things, and I think it would put a great spirit in her, different spirit.
Hi, my name is Leslie Lavender, and I'd like to thank everybody for their support. Thank you. This is my loving family. Love you all. Thank you.